keep it in the next round, but right now they've got to get to the point where they have the offs. It's a pistol round, and najlepsze has started off nicely, getting himself a quick one, palm one as well. Will be responding. He's a player we've put a lot of shine on so far today on the hidden side.
Yeah, another post plant. Yeah, no kits available either here for Kenny S. And Palm getting all the kills on the flank. A triple, a trifecta for what is an ending quad kill for Palm. Continue facing, but he doesn't have to retake just yet.
Getting himself a quick one, Palm one as well. Is over, some good damage, and Palm will be taken down. I have to ask you in a bit, Michael, about what the difference is between Palm slapping and, well, every other kind of slapping, but we'll hold that point for the end of the round.
Yeah, no kits available. Getting a sizable portion of all the kills on the flank. A triple.
Well, Smoothie is ripping the lens apart, so might not be able to find those, peppering them up with the M4A1 spray. Quickly goes down, and of course that's one player we haven't talked as much about beyond the fact that he is just an opera, but obviously Smoothie is the terror of tier 2, as has been proven time and time again. Most recently making the RMR as well with a benched heroes stack. Well, Smoothie is ripping the lens apart, so might want to find those, peppering them up with the M4A1 spray.
Crazy. Another player that's unable to pull them mixed together effectively. The RMR stages.
Even so, the rest of his team needs to make their way forward first and foremost. Nini's good for the first one. Flashbangs roll right by him, and Smoothie is set up on the other side. The M4 and a Molotov at their feet. Smoothie is waiting for the peaks to come through, but he's not even going to be given up that opportunity.
Keaton does get his kill towards outside. He found a great timing to slip by through secret, so there's still another chance to come back into this round. Double doors were wide open. That call has been relayed over right now. Taking down the ramp, it will be Smoothie to check it. So Heaton's flank accomplishes nothing, and Dennis was too low to do too much. Great reconfiguring of the setup there from Kenny as the push towards ramp came through, but also accounting.
Now, initial peaks aren't going to be finding him much. Second one will, and najlepsze is here to play bodyguard. Surely cannot be run down. Smoothie is finding money. There you have it. Easiest to check it.
Oh, transit to the site, and Kenny's caught on a bad timing. Equalizer frag, and Smith is found as well. So the French duo dealt with on the upper bomb site, and now Heaton can move into A, no problem. There is Nini's nearby, but Smoothie can't link up so easy. In from main will find a kill, and so whittling down those numbers, and they've got a lot of util for this.
This gave Smoothie the smoke, I do believe, for the one-way lineup. And a flashbang to try and pop him through once they take the duel head on. That's what I'd like to see. Flash is going out. Smoke there as well. This is an interesting set of utility as they're trying to quickly strafe out, but both will end up falling. I'm very confused about what that's means.
Hey guys, as always, make sure to check out hotpizza.gg, the best website to open cases. And not only. Recently, they've added the old but gold classic mode, where many players add their skins and the winner takes it all. The catch is, the more you add, the bigger chance of winning you have. Here, for example, I bet my gut knife black lemonade for $108, which gave me 30% chance of winning the round. And luckily, I won and took all the bank of $354. Withdrawing skins is super easy. Just go to your inventory and select the skins you want to withdraw. And in less than a minute, you'll receive a trade offer. So, if you want to play too, Hot Pizza has many different payment methods, as well as a cool bonus from me. Use code vladopard to get 50 cents for free. Link will be in description below.
Yeah, nice extra rotation down there for Smoothie. Even though they have this ramp control now, they have to be very concerned about Smoothie repositioning. Kenny's AWP will miss. In it, Locker's stuck, but Kenny will find a secondary chance at it. Now it's a full retreat from the ramp progress. Palm trying to find some space in at A instead. Far vents, no molly for it.
Good try, but yeah, try shouldn't really matter too much over here. Gross is all on his lonesome. Now, lots of time to work with, and the bomb on top of him as well. So if he'd found the kill on a najlepsze, maybe there was a conversation to be had in isolating out the flank as well, but
know, Smith's kind of transitioned into more rifling duties in his later stages of his career. That's fast play in from Heaton, and running out with the pistols. Right now, Smith's not finding anybody for it. NaVi's actually caught on rotation, and the plant cannot be allowed. Smith's actually being the rock on this bomb site, but a weapon now recovered for Dennis, and Palm already had his own.
Otherwise, their money's going to be absolutely wonky all over the place, but not to mention, this is where they do have an opportunity for some isolated duels. Smiths, however, will just win his outright. He's been looking fantastic. On for the ace if he can find the last one, as difficult as that might be. But Kenny's tried and sacrificed himself for the cause. Dennis, on the other hand, though, is inching past. Down to 74 of the grenade, doing good damage, and 50 seconds on the clock. Smoke's going to be whittling away soon as well. Peek out, and Smiths can't get the ace, but maybe Dennis can get the quad. Nini's all that is left between him and the round, and Dennis has circled back to try and reposition instead. Now, if he gets all the way up to heaven, Nini's is still in an awkward spot to deal with. He's playing right underneath it, but now he's turned around and is checking for the vertical angle as well. He's very well aware of this possibility. Great angle to be holding, and Nini's will win it out despite the headshot from Dennis. Of course, sure, now Nini's pushing through that smoke. Oh, he's just gone and found himself a freebie. And yes, I'm sure Smith will tell us exactly that. But Bruce, found by Kenny in the meanwhile, through the smoke, some damage from NaVi as well, and Palm will be the one to receive it. NaVi has been looking quite good as well. Not quite as much showboating as perhaps we expected from some of these players, but Nuke's not really that conducive to that. Nini's, however, living up to the spirit, playing up on top of the ramp boxes, and it is Heaton to quickly drop down under Dennis in close succession, coming in right behind him. So they start to split up front, double peek into the doors. This is going to be very much down to Heaton. The AWP is baited in. Heaton's able to find the kill. And with this, the bomb can be planted. Flashbang to do nothing whatsoever. And Dennis is waiting it out, but he's giving the CTs time to rotate in. This could be a mistake, but at the same time, giving a lot of space for Heaton to make a move as well. They need to try and bunch their way onto this decon area. Heaton is coming in from behind. He's got himself one. Had to go for the reload. Nader get it to get the kill. And Dennis, he missed out the first no-scope, gets the second one. And Smiths is going to have to go all the way back to his A-bomb site. Dennis is going to have the bomb plant in time to reposition and go wherever the hell he wants to.
No way. This is mental. Timing's everything as well. Oh, Smiths will miss it.
Oh, he doesn't get the silent drop either. Not even really attempting it. Defuse. Tapped out. Dennis peeks forward. Smiths will intercept him and take it down. What a great attempt at the end of the day, but just the no-scope being missed on both players.
So shouldn't be any real gaps exploited here by the T side, but not actually keeping Gruss in check. Good timing. Another player inside of the vents as well. Very awkward looking setup here on the A1S, and Smooya dealt with. Gruss will get the double.
The fact that Kenny swings into that one as well, just like, oh, don't worry guys, I'm going to get this no-scope.
As if he's pulled that off as well. I've never seen a double vent play quite like that. And it goes so catastrophically wrong.
Both like the longest barrel rifles you can have in the game as well. Well, with action elsewhere on the map, Gruss's frags are not entirely going to guarantee the round win. He's making his way back onto this A-bomb site. Great timing on the AWP as well. NaVi's caught out, and Nini's is going to be on the long rotate. I wanted to point out something really interesting, Michael, which is that if you guys want to know how far ago Smiths retired, if you go over to certain websites, you can find out what gear they were using. Wikipedia is one of those as well. And with Palm already on the bomb site, gotta be careful. Play on the rafters. It's Smooya. Comes up big. Needs to get another. Trade's still there. Third player detected. Palm is in the building. And it's Kenny who is as well. The 5-7 to come to the 1-on-2. Kenny wants his AWP and he's gonna get it. It's all being paralyzed. There's a deer in the headlights and Kenny's driving a monster truck. Minis, however, is a very small electric vehicle that is...
Should be something that Smooya is accounting for to a certain degree, but bad timing for this. Doesn't expect that Gruss will full commit round, especially when they're down in the numbers. As well, has got himself into a nice position for the dissection of the T side. This Dennis and Gruss now to try and recover bomb in lobby.
No doors over here to go for shenanigans. Instead, has to be straight headshots. NATO peeks out, reveals position, now plays safe. But do you think Dennis has actually shown where he was playing or made some noise to get up to the top of hut? Must have not gone noticed. And instead, it is Smits to put the seal on the round. Smits has been looking good all across the board.
See how quick Smooya got down, and they're not going to fall right into that trap. They've actually doubled up for a push, so them taking space towards the upper side is great, but NATO finally revealing the fact that they have this extra prong of the assault. Timing perfect.
If Dennis had been able to stay alive for just a split second longer, it could have been an entirely different round. Now instead, it's back to a 1-on-1, and Gruss has been a menace. Smooya, however, sniffing him out, and as Smooya comes up from the high ground, he's got his bow and arrow ready.
Last round of the half, and full buy here for Heaton. Might be a nice little burst play here towards the ramp, and Kenny S found the double for Dennis, and so can be an absolute menace taking space on at ramp. Smooya as well chewing through a smoke, and there's a kill for Gruss all in the meanwhile. 2-on-4 for Kenny S's squad.
Smooya might be able to get a freebie on outside, but is he expecting the lurk is the big question. Alito has prioritized the spot a few times over. Smooya gets it for free. And now it's all about Smits and the timing he elects to take. They're getting more and more worried about Kenny coming in. The flashbang is there as well. Smits has managed to successfully move up. Smooya's got the kill, and while the bomb's being planted, he wanted to take another peek. Instead, it's Smits left alone, and that loneliness is killing him. Of course, he used to play on a team with shox, so I understand if he has now become very used to being like, you can go kill instead, but he didn't stop shooting, will not matter. It's quick trades from Kenny and Smits as they move on to the bomb site. Kenny forced to reload in middle of a duel, but it's Ninis and Kenny to come right back into it. Dennis all alone, pistol god he might be, but the maestro of the USP is not going to be given a chance to fight until later. Smooya, 5 HP is all he needed.
Yeah, I mean, winning with the old upgraded pistols, very difficult. Like, the Deagle was about the only one that was serviceable. Maybe the compact to a certain degree, but I mean, you wouldn't win rounds like this.
Yeah.
And they become all too common in today's game.
We've seen like 6 of them today, so
yeah,
I agree.
A lot of them against Heaton's team, in fact.
Indeed.
You consider that first half, if not for the fact that Kenny gets that flank with the 5-7, you know, could have been a couple more rounds on that T side for Team Heaton.
No incendiaries for Heaton, so they're going to have to try and get themselves involved in the action early on. They are getting involved, but maybe not the way they'd like to have been. Native Suffix as well continues on, gets himself his kill as well. They're on for a very quick round with Alito and Gruss still alive. Both of these players have had some very crucial moments even in previous maps.
But actually just trying to dominate the lobby control instead. Gruss sidelined. That's a way in which the round just falls apart.
Yeah. What could have been a quick 1-on-1 for Gruss to find Kenny and ends up becoming this impossible 1-on-3 for Alito. Bomb is nowhere nearby either, at least at the time being, unless Team Kenny makes a major mistake in positioning it.
Gonna start that timer soon, and Ninis will try and get into position in time to do so. Vent relocation for Alito has been pulled through, so full 40-second timer to work off of.
Alito. Oh, caught off. Elevated position meant that Native Suffix was never going to be winning that, losing rather that duel.
Max 7 out for Alito, and they are trying to make it work with this half investment. I can certainly respect the call, but only one player on this A site. Alito getting spammed, but finding the kill, in fact.
Gruss will fall regardless, so, and as Alito tries to pursue, he's realized now that they've already moved right past the hut. Instead, will be content with picking up the AK and realizing that the bomb is not here. Smits, however, can recover position. Dennis comes through with some kills. Heaton right there with him, but Native Suffix to close it down and clean it up. 14-5, Team KennyS has got nowhere to go but up.
Let me show you how it's done.
Quick trades there, but not expecting the second. Heaton is going to be given another opportunity. Kenny doesn't move all the way out, but it's Palm to be taken down. Kenny just needs to know your location, and then he will come right over. Oh, so close, trying to go for these speedy shots that he's known for, but just not able to land them. A no-scope looking like it could have been right on the mark. But the money will be missed, and so will his shots. Kenny wants to move in. Another close range shot found. Gruus, however, will trade not to let him get away with more damage than he'd already found. As well, in the process, they have forced Heaton's rotation over, and they, instead of going to utilize the outside smokes, they are going to be prioritizing moving into ramp. Gruus is unable to find a frag, and he's forced to drop down as he tries to move back. It's Palm to get one, but only the one over here. No second shot to be found until later on when Kenny re-peeks into him. Smooya to get the only trade, but a 2-on-4 is looking incredibly rough for Heaton's. Just going to pull open the doors and bring down NATO.
Backstab from Palm will finally get the final kill. Nice to see that they haven't fallen for the fake.
Alito caught out, was hoping to use the fake Molotov for his own benefit, but Dennis and Heaton instead are the ones to come through and get the frags necessary. Kenny left all alone, a 1-on-3, taken down at the end. I like the attempt, I like the thought of it. Alito.
Yeah, it kind of looked like you did the same thing this round, but...
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why you were even thinking about it, yeah. No,
yeah.
I think that's fair.
Palm's gone. Kenny to take him down, reminding him that an AWP can do many things, including rifle. Oh, Alito's come through with a perfect timing, but he's not going to be able to get too many. Instead, actually, take my words right back. They're going to be fighting him, looking to isolate the duel. They know where the one player is. Fight the enemy you know, not the one you don't. There's the call. And
finally found. This pairing is going to have to crack into the site, and it feels like A is the only real option.
An option might be closed soon. Oh, drop down. No. Dennis is fully ready for this one as well. They're not checking the angle, not checking for a lone player. And Dennis is able to drop the bomb and realizes where Ninis is coming in from. This is going to be mean pre-fire with time running down as low as it was. He will instead just prioritize death. Honestly, if I was me, even I'd probably be thinking, man, I really wish Kenny would go take the AWP instead of me so I can watch him play.
He's demanding that ult back every time.
That would be quite funny. Kenny covering off, but Ninis is the one to close out. Long-range duels being taken. Kenny knows he needs this one to try and recover the bomb, but it's the grenade from beyond the grave that comes through and shuts him down. Alidu. But no one's giving up anything whatsoever. Alidu moves in. NATO suffix to cut him off right as he heard the glass breaking. Reposition himself for the angle, and
so it feels like Team KennyS might just find that final nail in the coffin. Dennis playing close to this red container, and they're close contacting it.
Oh, flashbang's not going to land, but it won't matter at all. Dennis good for the first kill. Second right around the corner, but it's Alidu to come through and follow up for the frag. Deep nade. Oh, the dink as well. Now there's the Molotov to finish them off, but Alito's taking the time to actually boost himself up onto the roof, move in, and finish them all off. Heaton's squad is putting up a show at the very least, with 11 rounds found. KennyS and company aren't going to be able to make this look too convincing. Maybe less so, but he's actually taken the opportunity to find his way all the way to ramp, forcing the ramp players back into an awkward position while Ninis is hoping to cut off rotations to the vent itself. KennyS has heard that op scope and moves right back over. He's made the call and knows exactly what's going on over here. Smits is going to find one. The CTs might end up falling apart. Alito needed to put up a defense, but Smooya trades out and gets the frag. Kenny guarantees space inside the vents, but no one to actually get their way onto the B bomb site. There's no way to stop this bomb from being planted.
Yeah, they had no idea it was going to be a B play instead of what looked like to be an A side finish. So this is looking like a tragedy here because they're retaking the A bomb site while it's not even planted there.
And they're going to realize so very late. They're even down. They're doing everything. And all too late, they finally realized it. Heaton's giving the call. Move over. Move over. But Kenny, he's made his own play. He's finding his own kills. And Gross, well, he's being taken down by his own teammates, gone.
Wow, what a mastermind. Kenny drew so much attention towards B and then didn't pull the trigger on the flank, so they thought, oh, they're just going to finish on the A bomb side. They all came through the door.
This A bomb site, uncontested. Fnatic are playing retake. Good space being gathered out towards jungle. 5 versus 5 retake. Let's get it going.
There you go. That's a good way to start for nikotilan. His USP finding the first kill here on Mirage in our best of 3. Jumping up on top of the ticket booth. Oh, what? That's cynical with a P250. Might even be able to find another. Doesn't matter anyway. He does eventually fall, but Fates' trade is going to be good for 3. A little bit more impact because I think SC now realise they can't afford to walk into that anymore.
Good find by Cons. nikotilan's next up to the chopping block. Roy's trying to rain down some terror from short. But right now, this is looking pretty good for this T side. Roy dealt with. Mezzi falls through the smoke the same way nikotilan did as well. Crims with the scout. Trying to find 4 scalps is going to be a little bit difficult for him to manage.
There you have it. I don't wear Velcros now, promise. Mackie G looking to enter things up towards B. That Mac 10 looking to close the gap, ideally, on these rifles. Roy will keep his distance and get the first kill. Great shot from what? A second from Palace. Surely not anymore. nikotilan's assault will deny. 3 versus 3. Double molly as well in on jungle. So they are very hungry for this control at one place or another. Molly lands at the feet of nikotilan. Smoke! He doesn't pull it, like, he doesn't drop it on the floor. He, like, quick switches off of it, doesn't get it off, and for that he burns to the flames. And I'm not talking Copenhagen, I'm talking an incendiary. There's Roy and Mezzi now in the 2v3. Roy gonna fight his ground for 2. And maybe just a third, but Eku will sideswipe Mezzi now. 5 second stick, ice in his veins. Mezzi can hold, Eku doesn't know. And there you have it. He thought he tapped, he stuck it in fact. But he does get taken down after time. Insane stuff. The lads in orange. nikotilan sits up close to flashbang, catches him fully. Blind Eku a double. How many times are we going to see double entries? It was the AK of Watts in the previous from Palace, and this time he's just absolutely hammered home the ammunition at nikotilan and Crims.
I'm looking at Fasher though, because he's in Palace. Mezzi gets caught out up close and personal. Roy up to his dastardly tricks in towards the connector. Will deny the bomb plant. That allows Fasher to potentially reveal his position. Back turns. They're not expecting this. Surely not. There's Fasher in for 2. Can't quite see it because Auto Observer wants us to watch Roy eliminate Fates towards connector. It's only a matter of time before Fnatic clean up in the 2 versus 4.
Short. Mezzi, of course, Mezzi, the king of England. Finding a double. Watts could be looking to deny, tapping away for his second in the round. And somehow they're still kicking because Mackie G's caught Crims. And actually, nikotilan and Fasher left in a clutch despite Mezzi finding 2.
Yeah, but it's that old fabled Fasher flank to come into action. Although, with nikotilan being dispatched, SC Esports could potentially avert their attention towards this area of the map. Fasher catches one out at the bench. Doesn't get spotted out.
Hey guys, make sure to check out hotpizza.gg, best place to get your dream skins. They've recently added summer cases, which I really recommend you to check out. Here, as an example, I decided to open one of them, melting case, and I managed to unbox Op Hyper Beast, which was already $40 profit. However, I really wanted a knife, so I decided to risk and upgrade the Op to a Talon knife Ultraviolet with just 26% chance. And luckily, the upgrade was successful.
Wow.
Withdrawing that knife was also super easy. Just go to inventory, click withdraw, and you will get the skin in around a minute. So guys, if you also want to play on hotpizza.gg, they have many deposit methods as well as a cool bonus for you. Use code vladopard and get 50 cents for free. Link will be in description below.
Capitalizing upon, they win it in the moment, but actually in the long run, they suffer even worse just because it's the CT side economy. Nice shot from Crims, a second for the Deagle. All of a sudden, Fate's low HP. One single bullet from any gun on the CT side would finish the job, but Watts will find another double. 9 and 3, denied of 10. Fasha's AK rips through the cranium, jumping with the Deagle as well. Fate's 1 point of health and Crim's AK to finish the job. And well, now from behind, Mackie G. He finds Crims, but one more to go.
Yeah, he does. My auto observer's now got on camera tours. So I'm going to jump on with Fasha. Mackie G from the window. Trying to be silent. Oh, okay, it's a fake window jump. He's got no idea that Fasha's all the way back towards
there we go.
Of middle. We'll see.
And 2 rifles, one of which are Galil. And Nikodos, of course, in classic Nikodos fashion. Just goes aggressive, plucks out the top mid player, and now a 5v4. Fasha, back of the site, stuck in on triple, still good for 1. The ammunition withdrawal. Oh, through the smoke, HE, boom! Nikodos will pick it up with the AWP anyway. My God, that got very panicky for the AWP. Fate's going to be left on default here in the 1 versus 2. Mezzy thinks he's on the other side of the smoke. Not going to be the case. Had he spammed over the top and maybe had a closer look, he could have found the man in default. Instead, now Fate's left in the 1v1. And put Mezzy back on the map. Put the King of England back on pole. Taps the bomb, expecting Fates to peek. Knows it's short. But oh, Fates! What was that? He's just hit the nuttiest shot of today. See, and if they lose this round, they're also left to absolutely no money. Flashes out towards sight. Roy, oh, blind with a 5-7 will find one. Still spamming away. And it's big damage done to Mackie G. Tapping away at short. Fates is looking for his first in the round, and he might just be giving it. But at the same time, Mezzy and Nikodos are something to say about it. And that's the bomb. 4 survivors right now for Fnatic. And it is indeed the European apocalypse. It's back and forth. It's intense Counter-Strike.
Working their way in. It's a well-timed smoke from Mezzy, but they're just going to walk straight through it. He spots a couple of heads, and he's tried to isolate the gunfights, and he's done so perfectly as well. Mackie G will only find Mezzy. This one feels a little bit too far gone. The issue you've got is that Nikodos is holding exactly for this flank, but Fates wins out the gunfight as well. That puts Roy on notice, and it should be a lock in for Fnatic, but it's come very close.
I mean, Fates has got Kevlar and he's got an M4 and he's got a kill and the bomb. No, 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 no. Fasha surely wins this round. 41 points of health on Fates. And he's been able to slip the net. Yes, finally. Normality restored, but a bomb plant could see another SC investment.
Towards connector. But SC slowing the pace down. Here we go. Fates trying to run on over. Cons will remove Nikodos, and Fates has found Fasha. This A bomb site has been compromised, but Crims is the final gatekeeper.
Still that man advantage though for SC Esports. The swing, who's going to get the next kill? It goes the way of Cons. Roy's on short, doesn't hit the shot. Mezzy's nade going to find another. 20 seconds left, but that's the bomb drop. And Mezzy's got 3. Brilliance from the Brit. SC Esports do hold the hub of the map at Siege from Fnatic. He drops in. Brilliant shot from Cons. That's short. Taken Cons a second. And this is what happens when SC have AKs. They're able to rattle Fnatic down to 2. Fasha, the Dutchman, needs to find an absolutely monster round from his back pocket. Good for damage and finds it first. Oh, Fasha with 2. Nearly a third as well. Eku's low. I mean, Nikodos' AWP is just 0 chance of winning this round. And he will get cleared out by Cons. But that round is so close again.
They could begin with this Fnatic pop out towards Palace. Mezzy throwing the flash over. Here comes the downpour and tease. Oh!
Not getting away from that.
Blown out the server. Yeah, flashes in towards CT as well. But hang on, the kills are coming thick and fast in SC's favour. 4 versus 2. That's great. Fnatic, you put the bomb down. But the round ultimately is going the way of the Estonians.
Mezzy. 1. Dinked. No kill. Cons' hat-trick. And you're damn right, Brandon.
Other way, Con's getting aggressive in towards mid. He is being held. It won't take any with him to the grave. Eku will swing in close proximity. It's a wonderful collection of kills for him, even dunking the nade onto the remainder of the Fnatic roster. Crims, the best he can do is try and recover a weapon.
Eku could be reducing Fnatic down to half. Done and dusted. Roy against the lot. And unfortunately for SC, they do lose a life, but I think it should only be one. Wouldn't have batted an eyelid if Fnatic had responded and won the round here.
Fantic. No, not quite.
Fantic, by the way. Still a pretty intense round. Mezzi on the other side of this con smoke, which was chucked in by the Fnatic camp. So they're going to try and sell a bit of a play here. Mackie G with one, Eku a second. 2 versus 4. niko, he will fire back for one. Mezzi, oh, it's good! It's great, in fact! And it's all down to Mackie G in the 1 versus 2. He's under Palace, both players low, and the M4A1S could really pack a punch. Do they know he's under? Mezzi will absolutely have about it now, and niko will have his head off. What a 2v4 for Fnatic.
Before Cons just accelerated on us, gave us a showcase. You know what? I'll hold up a thought again. Battle in towards middle. Fates goes 1 for 1. Cons removes the element of the AWP. niko next to full.
Fasher out of the round entirely. The M4 spam doing very similar, but somehow Fasher spared his life. Mezzi with a great kill, though, to start things off. 25 seconds.
Needs to get things going. Cons. Has Barrel been spotted by Mezzi? Not quite sure. Eku could ruin the plans. Fasher with a no-scope. That's audacious, but it could be enough to get Fnatic back into this round. Mackie G aggressing the line and Eku in hot pursuit. There's no time for this to come in. What a crazy way to end this round. Fortunately,
a boatload of utility and a smoke thrown. Eku looking to line him up. Oh, and that he does. Fasher 2 points of health and a double kill to go with it. The HE nearly finishes the job. Cons. It's the information that counts for that peak. 5 versus 3 scenario. Eku's orb, and that's the bomb drop. niko tries to get cheeky with it. Fates with the second. Fasher 1v5, and he's low HP. 10 seconds left. He has to die before time. And there we have it. Most of this round's just been spent in deliberating what to do next. That dink from Crims. Not quite there because it was through the wall. Low HP, and that's the bomb regained by Fnatic. 25 seconds, though, that's the issue. Gun barrel, Roy, he knows. Eku, the barrel protrudes, but what? He's lined up both. 19 seconds. Fasher next into the guillotine of Watts, and it's a hat-trick for the big man. Ice in his veins. 14 for SC, and one more chance for Fnatic. But Roy, he's taken down. There is no bomb plant. There is no copium for Fnatic in 24. Continue with a bite to fight for overtime. For round 25, though, it's pistols against rifles. And Cons to find the opening kill. 5 versus 4 in favor of the Estonian side. Question is, does that bomb be able to get planted? Well, that's a good start for Crims, who finds 2. 3 versus 3. Still a good chance to get the bomb down. niko facing. The bomb's lobbed across. The aim actually taken away from Eku. Mackie G in the meantime just going to find more. And it's one man of niko, and he'll fall to Cons as well. Map point SC. Eku trying to hold down short. The flashbang goes out. Wild spray. Mezzi will fall though. And actually, man advantage to Fnatic. Watts. Oh, timing not going to be on his side. Doesn't catch the ramp player out in the meantime. That bomb makes its way towards A. Watts is going to have to do everything. Spots Roy in connector, and Roy would not have spotted him. And so he sits behind default, and he needs a couple of kills. There's number 1 for Watts, and a second for Watts, and a third! Watts has gone huge, and it's just Crims. Watts can't find them all, but Mackie G sure can. 16-10, map 1 SC, and it's all done. Fnatic losing map 1 against SC. Not what we expected, and no time to recap. Map 2 has already started with SC granted a man advantage, and on top of that, Fasher 15 points of health, niko 42, Crims 81. SC walking away with an absolute steal to start things off. Watts classic, man. He's had a really good best of 3 so far. Will eventually get extinguished by Fasher's Glock, but at 4v3, the man advantage for SC.
I'm not sure they'll be ready for the remainder of the defense. Just going to try and barrel them down. The numbers advantage plays into SC's favor. Crims versus Free to further lock in the advantage. It's already been deployed straight away on that bomb. Crims being body blocked and even headhunted through the smoke. SC will take it from SC. Off the back of the utility being dropped and Crims finding Eku, that's going to throw a spanner in the works. Watts, we know what he can get up to. Chiming in with Fates. The kills are still falling in favour to an even playing field until Fates will find Fasher as well. Mackie G even through that smoke, but look at Roy. He's completely locked in these rotations, and this should be a way on towards the bomb site. It all comes down to this gunfight.
Ah, good trade though. Fates is third. Mezzi now left in the clutch. Flashbang chucked in. I don't think Mackie G would have expected him to make this kind of move, or will he? He's looking that way, and 11 dead to right. Never mind, I'll take it back. SC with the follow-up as well. But
from Watts.
Nicely done. Eku. Decent response. Cons as well with the third, and I think this has gone as south as it could. Although, Fasher. Oh, Fasher with a third. Nearly a fourth as well. Watts will be able to keep his cool for the single.
Such precise rifle play from Fasher. Watts. He's trying to time this one perfectly. And he will. Carmen for the Estonian side, I'm going to be honest.
Let's see then. Crims. Opening kill to go his way, so Fnatic at least putting themselves off on the right foot. Crims a second shot. That one just as crisp as the first.
Fnatic regroup towards B bomb site. Mackie G gets traded 1-for-1. Much better response from Fnatic. Watts versus 4.
I mean, this is a 3-man stack on the B site alone, one of which a Deagle of Fates elevated. Great shot from him. Has to drop down, looking for a second. Nikodos and Crims with kills. Cons, one in response. Fasher keeps his cool. That's Eku against 3. He's in the long smoke right now, and as that starts to fade, Roy actually doesn't even need it to fade. Spidey senses tingle.
It looks like. I'm just trying to jiggle my camera around. Yeah, Mackie G's are elevated on the box.
Crims is catching Eku elevated on another box. It's the mid lurk that gets denied from Eku. Now Crims can swing in to help his team. The flashbang forcing them away, and Crims has lined them both up. 3 in the round. Fnatic up to 3 as well. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for them to convert here. Watson Fate's going to be left to save.
Road to recovery has been carved out. But Roy is trying to take space out towards A. And off the back of SC pushing aggressively in towards mid, that's a big gap. Oh, wow, okay. Fair enough.
Onwards towards B we go for Fnatic. Mackie G going to find Mezzi. Fates and Orb actually collecting the second kill of the round for SC. But it'll be the Orb to take it as well. Nikodos finding Fates. Roy, low HP, the HE won't quite catch him. Not too late to the pinpull there, but Crims, he'll be able to punch in the digits. This should be Fnatic up to a 6th here, Brandon. No worries at all. It's safe to say as well that
the final destination, Fasher, unreal openings from that man. And I'll be honest with you, SC, they can't stop it.
Are in an unfamiliar one in recent times. Smoke towards A, and that draws the donut player back, and it actually forces Cons to go looking. And Roy's got both kills. From the man up to the man down. Roy's taken down a couple. Mackie G will try to bring Fnatic's odds back in range of losing. Nikodos, his bomb actually getting chucked out as well. Mackie G finding a second. Smoke's deployed. Smoke chucked in on Cave, tapping away. He's just trying to buy time for a flank, and unfortunately he falls, but it might just be enough time. Look at Mezzi's positioning. It's so advanced. It's so easy to let them run by. No one's checking it. Eku will, though, and he dinks up, and that's enough for the response. Nice shot. Cons opening things up. Fate's a second. SC Esports up to 7. And it feels like the technical timeout has kind of knocked the wind out of Fnatic sails. And they've been plucked apart completely. Not ideal, Brandon. Not ideal for Fnatic. But at the same time, for SC, as I said, they needed the rest of these rounds. So they'll take it, absolutely.
There we go. Good trade. Go around from Fate. It's a triple kill.
Overall, at the minute 20 mark, first blood is drawn. Nikodos's AWP will crack open the A site. Roy just patiently waiting on the other side of the smoke. Cons will walk into his arms. Naturally, Fasher with the third. So Fnatic, they have a response to SC7th, and that is to tie the game right back up.
Yeah, conditioning being felt over towards B. And Nikodos with an important kill. Grims has just let the defense walk straight by. And Mackie G is next to full. Fates trying to hold on to the AWP. Gets taken out by the flash. It's cheeky.
You know, it doesn't feel the same as the first. Definitely has looked good for both parties. Mezzi dropping a molly on the smoke behind him as he finds a very sharp entry frag out middle. Crims is just dying in the molly. Does not fall completely, but just called giving your enemies a chance. In the meantime, Nikodos is off. Got to escape. Mackie G's trade. Still, Fnatic walk away with a man advantage, but that's quickly drawn back by Mackie G. The G standing for Grim Reaper out towards the B site right now as he's able to swing in and find a third. And that multi-kill looking good. The wall bang. Oh my god, Mezzi. Close. Very close. Crims in the meantime going to catch one off. It's a 2v2.
Oh, Face flashes himself. This is a perfect angle. Mackie G, there's no way he's ready for this.
Yeah, and that's fortunate. It's a low HP player as well, because if that's Fates, he might just be able to slip around the corner and ultimately doesn't know where Mezzi is. And for that, Fnatic, they sit around up heading into the second half. Their T-side stint.
God, that USP's nice, isn't it?
You're right there, simple. Haha. Dooley's Roy in for one and a second. Tap it away, Roy. Another multi-kill. Brandon's rubbing his crystal balls here on the stream. And I don't mean what he's got going on downstairs, because that is a brilliant hat trick for the Doolies. And still continues to expire. The time that Fnatic has continued to deplete.
Oh, Echo. Echo could win this because he's just completely gone behind them.
Oh!
As he deals with it, what is that? That's ridiculous. The starts for Watts. The extension smoke being dribbled on down from Mezzi allows him a little bit of a safer passage. But the Deagle will connect. Roy now just standing in the footsteps of his fallen soldiers, trying to recoup the damages. Could be in for a second here as well, potentially. But Watts is close and faster on the AK-47. It's all falling apart here for Fnatic.
Not ideal. Crims will at least find the one, but at the cost of half his bar, I think. They're going to be quite happy with this round unless Fasher does something like that.
Right. Very exciting pickup for Fnatic.
Yeah. I thought this as well. You know, when Fasher got picked up, Roy as well, I thought was a pretty solid one for Fnatic. There was a lot of discussion, right, on like, obviously this was pre-Mezzi announcing that he was going to be calling, right? It was like, who do they pick up? A lot of people are like, oh, imagine God from Sky, you know? And then obviously Twitch chat and Twitter had their own way in saying there are certain things about him, which my only comment would be shut up. He's on top of that. Two very solid pickups in a very important round though here for Fnatic. They need to find a round win.
How?
Crims getting dinked up, but still finding the kill. Roy with a second, Fasher a third, and this is the Fnatic dominance we came to see today.
This is kind of what I guess I foreshadowed it on Mirage, right? I said, okay, yeah, Fnatic elevate themselves to a 12. Yeah, which is crazy to think that SC are looking pretty good, right?
Yeah. Oh, hold the thoughts.
Yeah,
Fasher, I've seen this man do great things from this angle. 2 kills for the M4A1S, a third for Nikodos, the Tech 9 wrap for Fates. Hold on, Fates. In for a couple, not quite the hat-trick just yet. Oh, now he will score, though, with the M4A1S and gets the reload off as well. How much damage does the half-buy deliver? Fates, I think he'll be taken out by Mezzi, but 3 kills from a Tech 9, getting the upgrade, doing even more. I love him, honestly. I can't speak enough words about him. And my words in this round would be masterclass. It's 2 kills, he's able to slip away with his life. And, well, Mezzi finds a third else.
Even got the Crims locking the door shut behind them.
Yeah, this is good.
Fasha 27 and 11, by the way. 5.
It's the scoreline that this map has delivered. 2 chances for SC Esports now, one of which comes in pretty weird half bite. Yeah, do you know what, Fasha, just do the talking, mate, because that is a sickening shot onto Fates. Jumps once, fair enough, you get the info. Jump twice, that's Fasha, he's punishing you.
Oh, easy. Such low HP. Only player left is Eku. Left, right, good night. Yeah, what is up? That's so. Oh,
I don't know.
Anyway, no,
we'll talk about Counter-Strike. Yeah, we'll have a little chat about that afterwards. Crims, one with the HE. Eku's response looking pretty good right now. The rest of the forces out towards middle, and they are being destroyed one by one. It is a 3 versus 3, so there's hope. There's a chance. Crims. Oh, through the smoke. Of course, Crims. As in the meantime, from middle, Crims making his way up. I think Crims gets this kill. Surely he does. Mezzy, he gets dropped. Crims now in the clutch in the 1v2. Knows where Eku is. And actually Eku getting away with a good chunk of damage. Mackie G in the 1v1. Crims has got a kit and a smoke. Does Mackie G get the read here? He's going to peek it on long. And he is able to catch out Crims. Mackie G. Finds the opening kill, 4v5, out towards Cave, Roy with a double. That's looking good now for Fnatic. Chances starting to be rumbled, maybe. In middle, there might be another engagement ongoing. Crims is going to get the little jump up in towards the plateau. One on sight, easy kill for him. Another one, Mackie G, got to be careful. Crims aggression going to drop the bomb. It's all down to Eku in the 1v1, Brandon. And I don't think it matters what side of the coin you're favouring and fighting for. Fnatic in an unlosable position. 1v3, Eku against the lot. Sure, Fasha's out of the round, but you've got 3 very capable riflers. Crims will spot him, Crims will have him down. 16-8, map 2 secured. It's Fnatic's way and a decider on the cards. We go to a quick break. He could sting a bit. I see that happening now. Mezzy's doolies. He's got 2 of them, so he should be able to take a couple with him. There's 1, there's 2. Mezzy on for 3. No, okay, Fates will deny. So actually both doolies gone. An appropriate trade there is definitely out. Problem is, Fnatic have already got a bit of a flank going, and in the 3 versus 3, I think they are going to be pretty set to try and get this round under their belt here, Fnatic. Not to mention, though, SC, they beat Movistar Riders on this map earlier on, so I don't know. We'll see. Fates is going to use the doolies against them. That's his 3rd kill of the round. Fasha's flank will deliver with 1. Actually, Fates now with 2 points of health left in the clutch. Fasha, 1 shot to the chest will be enough. And with that comes... Is it recoil? I don't even know, mate.
Yeah, it is.
Too many for me to keep track of. Mezzy, 1 with the M4, though. We'll find the opener. SC Esports down to 4 to begin with. Goes for a bit of a wallbang as well, expecting SC Esports to get a bit cheeky about it. But for Mezzy, it's an easy 2nd pickup.
Yeah, and it should be. Against those pistols. We've got the Galils now to do a little bit more work. However, this is a perfect double setup for Roy and Fasha. Every one of SC Esports' roster members are just walking straight into the crosshairs right now. And what's cool is when Fnatic are taking these fights, there's always 2 players in hot pursuit. So they can't really trade out. Con's next to full. What a flawless round. What a perfect way for
Pro League? Yeah, they did, didn't they? They're in Group C, Group D, one of the 2. They're yet to play.
Group D, yeah.
Yeah, so we are looking at a team that, although maybe not the greatest run of form in recent times, still competing up there as one of the best teams in Tier 2. I'll give them that. The fact that SC Esports are able to beat them, I think, is a good testament to how good their vertigo can be. Of course, on the pistols, game is definitely something they'll be appreciative for. And Fasha to put them the step ahead. Roy another. Fnatic looking to make it 4 here. I'm quite impressed with the performance that we're seeing so far out of the lads in orange for SC Esports.
Oh.
And we'll get there 1. I think Crims is just trying to play anti-flash of some regard, but yeah, unlucky.
No.
Wow.
Great kills. Hang on. Not a lot of HP between these 2 Estonians.
Yeah, it's really doable. And there's the first. The walk in from Fates will give Roy His second of the round. The one-way smoke lobbed on ramp. Nikodos is just... Oh! That's a massive blunder on the smoke. Roy's got him covered anyway. That was so important that Roy gets that kill.
That grenade's going to do a lot of damage. Softens up the players, makes them susceptible to the headshots of the M4. Watts will get the kill, and so will Cons. Towards the Guardian position. nikodos is all that remains here for that defense. And where is Fasher? Long way off, mate.
Okay about the money to work within the next round, but yeah, those weapons are quite important to keep by their sides and in their pockets.
Just tucked behind the smoke is Echo. In fact, he might even go through this. nikodos fully blind. That's a great way to crack open this A ramp. Echo, even with the second as well. Roy next to full. Fasher in close proximity.
3v5. Echo is going to be on such a good angle to catch Fasher as well. The discipline and the patience to hold that angle. Brilliant. Crims, he'll drop him eventually, but in a 2 versus 4, she's going to have to be, well, another round is going the way of SC, but whether it's by elimination, or is it going to be SC's round entirely? What a flashbang, Messi! On for the fourth, excuse me, will be denied, but a hat-trick putting Crims in a 1v1 certainly was not on the agenda for SC in this round. Watts is trying to sneak back and forth between the angles. Crims.
He's already holding for it, although he's in 2 minds. Got to be careful not to be caught out by the flank of Crims. Spray is a little bit laboured, but eventually it will reset.
Literally have not moved since the start.
Yeah, but there's not really too much utility for Fnatic, but Crims just doesn't care, mate. Just going to fight behind the fire and the flames. Midpoint of the Molotov is the most difficult and highest point, so SC can't see him back. Roy tucked on over towards the sandbags, about to be deployed. Fasher, though, is going to completely compromise that attack. And Mackie G is all that remains in middle. And Mez is going to clean up shop. Good round from Fnatic, even the AWP.
360. Oh, nice. Hitting all the dank trick shots there, Mr. nikodos.
Submit it to FaZe, mate.
Yeah.
That's a Machinima weekly highlight. There's another one.
Machinima, what a throwback.
5 versus 3. This one's looking a lot more comfortable for Fnatic.
Yeah, I'm liking this now. And if I'm honest with you, it's nothing that they've done in this round. nikodos' double was pretty cool, but actually it was more the point that SC have given Fnatic 1v1s every step of the way.
Economy. For the rest of the CT half, even an AK can be recovered underneath B as well. Happy days.
Fly.
Falcon.
Yeah, or Falcon, whatever.
Is that that's the rare animation one where they balance it on the hand, right?
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
That was my first ever knife I unboxed.
Hey, mine was a Bowie freehand. I don't think we have much time left to discuss knives here, bro.
They are going to get closer to him. No flashbang. In fact, one will be deployed. Fasher's, in fact. Fasher with the flasher. That's a Hugo Byron. I can't. That's not original content from B-Dog.
You pinched it off Mr. Byron.
I did. But I've credited him, so it's okay. Mezzi trying to be baited out by the bomb plant. Nothing doing. Creeping and crawling. Fnatic try and retake. I tell you what, to be fair to SC, that's one heck.
Nah, he's been throwing that smoke for as long as I could speak, honestly. Crims, 1 for 1 in middle. Cons thinking that the coast is clear. Mezzi dumpsters him though, and now he has to return towards B. Chucks a smoke in on headshot, and I like this. It's a big bait, and might not even be needed. It will be, because Fasher can't pick up a kill. Fates' orb still kicking. 2 versus 2. Coming around the corner of the smoke, Fates with a third. Roy against the lot. Does spot out the man from underneath. Wild spray. Echo dropped both players. So low HP.
Yeah, but the onus is on Fates to put down the bomb, and he will. And now he's scoped up on Roy's position, but Roy wins it out. What an adjustment. Mackie G could hold the keys to SC's success in this one, because a big gap has been found in towards mid. That's a very important kill. That's actually incredibly important, because SC were thinking about going towards B, but Mezzi still stands tall. Instead, they're going to reset towards Mackie G in mid, and Crims has found more flashbangs on the floor.
Keep lobbing him in. 1 kill. In fact, a second on middle. Bomb dropped as well. Cons originally was the lurk. That nade.
Oh, nearly.
Very close to taking him down. You're going to just be left to save here, I think. There is no way you're winning this one. Done and dusted. Cons keeps the AK for round 15. Oh, he might have an AK spare if Watt stands in that for any longer. And a great shot from Mezzi to start things off. Did the gun fall off the map with Watts? Don't think so, but Mezzi is very, very good towards the behold right now. Fasher another. Cons will get his hands on an AK. And he might actually get a kill with it here. But no armor will be his issue, and it's still a 2-on-4.
Yeah, Eku's been brought down low as well. This one feels like 11. Oh, wow, that grenade. Yeah, walking wounded. RSC, they're being picked apart piece by piece. Crims will lock that one in for now. Reminiscing aside, it's going to be a brawl out towards A ramp, mate, because Mackie G has just eliminated Fasher. But the Glocky Wockies, well, they're doing the damage, aren't they? Look at them go.
Roy and Nikodol's both with kills, trying to close the gap here, Mr. Nikodols, and he will indeed do so. Watts against 3. And this one is going to hurt. I think it's safe to say that Watts, despite having Kevlar and full HP, does not stand a chance at winning this round. Does he expect Swings to be close lane? No, he doesn't. And for that, the bald Swede will have his head off.
This boost could be everything, though, for Cons. Somehow, the spam is not really connecting at all. A Fnatic are now in an afterplant situation.
Not ideal. Nicely done, Mezzi. Tags up, finds the first, could be a second. Mezzi's found a double. Fasher's Deagle in for another, but he's going to need to find 2. And it's a clutch, 85 points of health. Fasher, oh, so close. Yet so far, Fates holds on in the 1v1. It's
up towards B. That nade could have been well placed, but Messi just walked straight in front of it. But Fates lines up 2. 23 and 13, or 108 ADR. There's no stopping this man. 3 versus 3.
I think he's playing a little bit on the safer side. Waiting for the clock to burn out a little bit before he tries to make a cross. Now, it's a game of go fetch for the side of Fnatic. As Fates finds his 3rd in the round. It's going to be very difficult for him to be top right now until Nikodos swings out, picks up the bomb, and he's able to punch in the digits here. Taps it. Mackie G going to try and make his way forward and finds them both. In fact, 7 for a comeback for SC. Still a lot of work to be done, though, and that is a brilliant beginning for Roy. Does get fizzled out a bit by Eku. The M4A1S standing triumphant, but any damage here for Fnatic, considering they're on an eco, will be very well respected. Mezzi finding 1, his body flung over the jump up position. Fates is double. Watts is in for the swing. Fasher 1 versus 2.
He's been hurt as well, but he will get the kill on towards Watts. Spots out Eku. Oh, it's a little bit of an awkward engagement. That grenade should seal it. Not quite. Only does a tick of damage towards Fasher, but good reposition.
If Fnatic get knocked to the lower bracket. Good start for Mezzi in the start of this round. Eku gone. Swinging in. Cons. He's able to find Roy. 4 versus 4. Still a stalemate. Fasher will get dropped by Watts. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous now for the Fnatic boys here, Brandon. Spam. Ooh, actually catching a couple of these players for a fair bit. Crims over the top of the smoke, fending bullets below. Cons 19 points of health. Spam coming out, catches out Crims. Mezzi dropped as well. Nikodos 1v4. Does find the first, but like a pack of wolves, SC will hunt him down. 12. Anyway, on with the Counter-Strike because it's the last leg for SC Esports to stand on. They try and get inventive on ramp, and that is 2 kills simultaneously for Nikodos and Mezzi. Fates will pluck one back with the AWP. This is Fnatic looking for 14, and they got the man advantage in doing so. That's savage, honestly. They have taken the site. Bomb. I don't know if it's being stuck. Fates has got it. Now Mackie G can get on it. 5 seconds stick. It's got to be the clutch. It's got to be the maul. It's a messy spray. And he holds true, Mackie G. Roy can't get it. 10th on the board for SC. No save. It's still a round win. Okay.
I go B. It's in the bomb site.
Oh, he's big. Well,
but it works,
wishes
I guess.
his demands. Mezzi goes B. Gets kill. Moves away. 5v4. Picked up. Flashbang. Good. Roy blind. Has Eku dead.
Con's trying to be aggressive. Nikodos catches that one out as well. I guess access all areas. Fnatic are just completely destroying SC Esports' defense. Fates finds one over towards B. Doesn't matter. That bomb gets punched in on A. And for now, for Mackie G, he's going to run through the smoke. Immediately traded out. That's a good one for Fnatic. Fates versus 3. Top of the board so far in the entire server. He's on 31 kills.
An extra couple of kills that goes SC's way. Like, there is a seriously good chance that Fnatic have to...
God, what a nade. Mackie G brought down low. Crims is even holding for this EQ flank. Things go from bad to worse for SC. As Mackie G gets caught in transition. This feels like the beginning of the end, Ryan. I'm going to be honest with you.
Does feel that way, especially when this round was a force buy, right? Looking good. Fate's going to connect Ancient. He went neutral, but right now he's what, like plus 12 a game? And Con's doing. Waiting is the answer to this play. Roy, yep, can eventually make the jump up. Please check the angle. Yes, will he go good for a second? He now knows where Fates is, and for that, I think the man's trapped. 2 against 4, leaps out into the skies. Roy does get dropped. Brilliant shot. Now all down to the big man once again. Fates against 3. They know he's on A, so Fnatic going to play things safe and run to the other side of the map. Patiently waiting will be Crims, and Fates, unfortunately, will jump into his jaws and still get the kill. Because why not? But it still doesn't change the odds of them winning this game. It is looking like, indeed, it will happen. And, well, already the post plant has been set up very nicely here. Fasher realizing headshot angle probably isn't the best one to play. Fates can spam it. And so now it is just going to be a contact 3-2-1 swing. There's one, but Fasher, only 1 bullet needed. And that'll be that. 16-10. Fnatic at the series. Thank you everyone so much for joining and watching throughout today. It's been a pleasure as always. Fnatic through. One last chance for SC tomorrow. Find out if they can do it.